Alright, once again, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone GMS, salutations to the hopeful elect. Alright, so I don't have video here through the Spirit above Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Alright, the video could be based upon fugitive and a vagabond, because that's what Esau is, a fugitive and a vagabond. Alright, he is our enemy. Alright, that is a man, according to the laws. If you don't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, if you do hearken unto Yahweh Shemashai, he could bring he could put us below and put the other nations above, especially the so-called white man right now. You know? So I'm going to start off with this first precept, Genesis 4 and starting at verse 9. And it says, And Yahweh said unto Cain, Where is Abel, thy brother? And he said, I know not. So, something to bear in mind, alright? Cain, he was set up by Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, to be the wicked, alright? He was set up to be the wicked, you know? Because according to the Most High, according to his law, an unjust balance is an abomination in his sight. So the Most High balancing of the scale, he gave all the nations on the earth, a time to rule, but the people that's going to rule forever is Israel. Alright? I say, and the Lord said and Yahweh said unto Cain, and bear in mind, the word Cain means possession. The word Cain means possession. Alright? And we're going to the word Cain for real quick.
Strong's H 7014. Cain.
Cayenne, right? Cayenne. Alright? Cain, possession. Eldest son of Adam and Eve. And the first murderer, having murdered his brother Abel. Alright? So you hear that? First murderer. Which leads me to a certain scripture. Alright? That scripture is what? You know what? Before I start jumping left, right, and so forth and so fifth, then we'll continue reading. I'll get back at, we're going to get back at Cain, right? And he said, I know not, am I my brother's keeper? Alright, so what Cain saying, yeah, am I my brother God? Am I his watchman? You know? So Cain was being very disrespectful too, after he committed such a crime. And it says, and he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cry unto me from the ground, and now art thou cursed from the earth, which had opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. Alright? So the Lord put a curse on Cain. Alright? The Lord put a mark on him. You see? When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. So that is why you see nowadays they have blue salt, they have potassium chloride and calcium nitrate and all this fertilizer and all kind of things for starter and all these things because of this curse here. The earth not yielding his strength, not pushing his strength because of this curse. Alright? Say, a fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in this earth. You understand? A wanderer, somebody who have no home, who have no house. Alright? And so these two words here also have a dread meaning that I would like to get back to also. And it says, And Cain said unto Yahweh, My punishment is greater than I can bear. You understand? He say, Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. So the Lord put a permanent mark on Cain. He make him a so-called white man. He's a marked man that the man is supposed to be keeping an eye out on. Alright, the son of the wicked, the first murderer. Alright. Come, hey, remember the scripture said, there's nothing new under the sun. Alright, even when Rome was destroyed, it came back spiritually. It ain't really spiritually too, it's physical. But the people today, they're so blind that they're seeing it and they can't perceive it. They're hearing it and they can't perceive by hearing it. Things happen and they can't see because they have a veil on them. But that's why different video. I will deal with that. Alright? They have a spirit of deep sleep upon these people. Alright? Yeah. The next scripture I will jump to is Revelation 20 and starting at verse 10. See? And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. Right? Just like what we read in Genesis day. He was driven from the face of the earth. He have nothing in his place. Alright? He's a fugitive and a vagabond. You know? So there's no, as the scripture says, there's nothing new under the sun. So he can be driven out of the earth again, the so-called white man. Alright? He can be a slave. Alright? The next scripture I'm going to is the book of Jude, chapter 1 and verse 11. Say, woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain, and ran greedily after the error of Balaam for reward, and perished in the gainsaying of Kor. So the Lord said, woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain. What Cain do? Cain slew, Cain kill his brother. Alright? Cain kill his brother. So the precept I wanted to read. Alright? John 8 and 44. Alright? John chapter 8 and verse 44, he say, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Right? So the Messiah, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the one ignorantly called Jesus Christ, he called Cain the devil. And what is he lying at Cain? Cain lying is the Edomites, the so-called white race today, because that is the mark the Lord put on Cain. Alright? So if Yahweh Bashem Yahushai call him a devil, and he's the father of all lies, what the word devil mean? Deceiver. Let me go back in Revelation 20. Revelation 20 and 10. And the devil, right? The devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone. So devil deceived, being what, tell a lie, you was taught a lie, sorry, you was fooled, alright, you know. So this man fool you with religion and with vanities in this life, alright. So this man destiny is to be burnt with fire, alright. I jump into Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 9. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 9. The shew of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom, and hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Alright? Because, hey, Isaiah 3 and verse 9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them. Alright? And they declare their sin as Sodom, and hide it not. So they're saying they're gay, they're promoting transgender and homosexuals and all these things. And when I go back to sodomy. Alright? Which Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is against that. Alright? Say here. Say, woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Because what the law say, if you're a man, if you be have sex with another man, if you lie with another man, your blood could be upon your own self. You have to pay for that, yo. He says, say he to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. Alright? So he can pay for all these wickedness that he doing. Alright? He can pay for all of that. The next scripture is Isaiah 5 and verse 20. And it says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that speak that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Because what they're saying is that the Most High, why the angels, why God, why the prophets, why all the angels and all the ancients was and what is this? There's a prophecy scripture say they cover the faces of the judge thereof. Alright, and what they cover the faces with what? With that white image saying that the heavenly hosts is white people. That is blasphemy. Alright? That is our way to deceive. And you see, it goes back to being deceived. Alright? It's going back to being deceived. By who? The devil. Alright? Last scripture is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Alright? They're telling you gotta wear a mask. You know? Because it has a silent killer out there. You know the name of it. I am what to call the name. And it's so called killing people now. So all of this is just tricks. You understand? So are you gonna be deceived? Are you gonna be fooled by the devil? Take heed. Alright? And once again, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem Akakodash, saying Shalom.